Hi everybody, how are you doing today? I hope you're all well and welcome back to my channel. As you probably guessed, the topic for this video is Christmas wish list items. Yeah. Let's pretend we're kids, or let's pretend we still have imaginary Santa. Yeah, I know you're a girl and you can do everything yourself, and the purpose is just like to give you ideas and share. I think it's nice to connect with people who like the same things. And I on purpose made this list very versatile and included really realistic items that could benefit anybody and anybody's household. I like to also have things for my sports and for work and my kitchen items and foodie items. So there'll be a couple of different categories, and some of the jewelry, some of the beauty items that I like, and perfumes. I'm not like super obsessed with any of specific category, but it's just something I went with this list to be like realistic, something that I would like think that I need to purchase it, but then I would be just like, okay, hold on, maybe you don't really need it. I think it's a really good way to understand really what you like and what you tend to need. And like one of the minimalist rules is to wait 30 days until you actually go and purchase something. So it's a really good exercise, just like put all the things on your list, and then if you still want it in 30 days, give it to your partner or anybody, or to your friends. Like if you have Secret Santa, this is my Christmas wish list, or just for yourself, and then you'll see that in the meantime maybe you'll think like, oh, actually I don't need this as much. It is a good exercise in my opinion, and this is just some of the ideas that I want to give you. What would be nice to have around the holiday season, and you don't really have to wait, I think, sometimes until Christmas time, because if you're in that mood, I think it's fine. Like even if you shop it in October, in November, while it's still in stock, it's kind of like making more sense, right? Otherwise, like if you just like wait until you might want to wait until Christmas sale, yes, to get that promotion. It's totally up to you. Do you like to hunt for the bargain, or you want to be sure that you have that exact item in that specific color, in that specific size? I'm like that person that I would rather pay full price for something that I really need, then I would wait for the sale, and then we'll have to compromise. It's not the right size, it's not the right item, but you can actually do both. It's totally up to you. It's where you get that gist. I would rather have all of this or some of this under my Christmas tree, and some of the things already started to come to life. So yeah, let's give it a start. I don't know even which category would be going first. Okay, let's start with perfumes. The perfumes that I really like. I'm not very obsessed person about perfumes. Some of the fragrances could be actually a little bit harmful to the body, but some of the specific fragrances and notes, I think it comes from my liking of those ingredients or those plants. I really find them exciting, and I want to have them around me whenever it's around my house or in my perfume collection. So I really love Tom Ford. It has a very beautiful color, and I like it because it has that deep, almost like brownish orange color, and the fragrance, it's nice and it's kind of strong, but it works for me. I don't like super strong fragrances, but that one definitely works. I had one, it's already finished. It's one of my favorites for sure. It's quite expensive, I would say, so yeah, it would be nice to have it as a gift. So I'll probably put it on my wish list. I have a tip for you if you're looking for fragrances that have specific notes. There's a website called Fragrantica, when you can input some of your like favorite plants or fruits. Sometimes I would go there and just like, what has like white flowers, what has green tea, which perfume would have like blackberries, and it will give you a list of perfumes with those ingredients. And sometimes if I like the bottle and if I think that I like the perfume, I would just go there to double check that it doesn't have the ingredients that I usually don't like, and it actually works for me. I also love perfumes with bergamot, and one of my favorite ever ones is the Acqua di Parma. It has a very, very gorgeous blue bottle. I like everything that is like blue, green, a little bit of orange, as you know. And I also had it. It's finished for me. I would like to have it again, or another perfume with bergamot. I think there's one by Le Labo and another one, it's the green one by Donna Karan New York, or one of those, or Jill Sander, I don't remember which one, with very nice bergamot notes. Also, I like to have bergamot around my house, and for that purpose I purchased Muji, I think it's called oil essence diffuser. You put water, you put a couple of drops of your oil, essential oil, and you put it on. It has a timer, it automatically switches off, works beautiful. And also in Muji you can buy those fragrances, so bergamot is my top. I just love everything with bergamot. I guess I just want to, you know, actually go and see them sometime in Italy, how they grow. I'm interested in stuff like that. Other fragrances that I love, I think it has to do with the brand, and it has to do with the color, because I'm addicted to things that are looking very unusual. So I had from this Loewe Paola Ibiza collection, I had the eclectic fragrance in a mini travel size that I bought in Mallorca. I couldn't get a full-sized one, but I love it. And you know, like some fragrances you get because you like the bottle, and some fragrances you like because you like the perfume. For me, I think it's more about the bottle, honestly. And the fragrance, it just has to not bother me as much. So that fragrance, I think it's fresh, doesn't bother me. I like the bottle. When you just like see the bottle, it picks you up. I would like to have one full size. Why not? Let's jump to sports, because yeah, beauty and perfume is kind of related. So for sports, on my list, I actually have this like red paper that I created for just myself and for my husband. If you'll be interested to take a look and get some ideas of what I actually like. So the first of my sports list was Fitbit straps, and I actually got a new Fitbit bracelet, and I will show it to you in a close-up as well. It's a Fitbit Lux. I had Fitbit Inspire 2 for years, and just want to explain why I think it's one of the best ones. I did try Apple Watch, doesn't work for me. For my work, like we exchanged loads of pictures, loads of messages. It was a mess. It was like the terrible idea, and something that you have to charge every day. It is, I do not like it at all. Maybe if you have a plug where you shower, and while you shower, you can charge your Apple Watch. And where we live, we can't have plugs in the bathrooms. It's super inconvenient. So Inspire bracelets, they last from 5 to 7 days, which is perfect. So you almost I feel like I would very rarely have to charge it. And the best way to charge it, I find that it's in the car, because you don't walk when you drive, and you have that little plug, and it's just perfect when you charge it once a week, twice a week, a little by little. It is perfect. And I like to track my sleep as well. So if something that you have to charge while you sleep, it doesn't track your sleep, right? So it doesn't really work. So for me, it's just perfect item. And I really like them as well, because it lights up, like when you do like this, it shows you the time. If you would have a plain watch, and it would be like middle of the night, yeah, maybe if you have the white watch, I don't know, it glows up with the phosphorus, you can see. But I think the fashion watches, they don't have that. So for me, it's a really practical thing as well. And I would still go for the fitness watch over like a luxury or a fashion watch, because it's something that I like. But to make it more fashion, I was thinking that I would order more bracelets. So I got these bracelets from Amazon. I also found some websites that can custom made like Hermes like leather bracelets. You have the adapters, and if you know the measurements, I think it's 12 millimeters. You can put any like leather or bracelet in there, or there's also a bracelet that is total metal that it actually looks like a really nice bracelet. It almost looks like one of the Cartier watches, and it's just perfect. I love it. I cannot recommend it enough. And for me, measuring my, you know, like steps and like my pulse when I work out is kind of like important, and I have the comfort in that, you know. It's my comfort piece as well, to be sure that I'm active, I'm working out. I don't think I could do it without it, honestly. The other items on my sports list: Adenola leggings. Never tried them yet. I like them on bloggers that I'm following, and on the website I really love the coffee bean shade. Also on one of the websites I saw it styled with Orchi sneakers, and it looked really, really cool with a sock as well. Sock styling does not always really work for me, unfortunately, so might have to do something else. But the style that I really want to try is the pocket one. You know, it's like, it's so easy. It's not expensive item. You could definitely go for it now, but I just as a minimalist, I don't want to have too many items as well, and I'll have to think if I really should have the brown, the coffee bean, or should just go for black. And you know, when I'm tired of the brown, I don't have to repurchase it in black, because if I would really like it, I would probably wear it a lot. And I would like to have it with a pocket, so you can put your keys or your phone, and you don't have to worry about carrying around like a bag or when you don't need it. Other items on my sports list are also like just like some gym essentials. There's a one brand. Here in the Middle East, we actually don't have as many of these like new brands that are all over, like in America and UK. I just like see them on some of the bloggers. That's how I know about them. There's a brand called Owner, and it is very cute. They have like perfect seamless shorts and really cool and like colors that I really, really like, and they made in a way that you don't have like camel toe, and it fits really nicely. And I really like some of the shorts, and you can have, and the logo is also like very, very cute, and it's not overly big. I think it's all like functional pieces. The next on my list is the Gymshark. I really wanted to try some of the crop tops. I think it's the only brand that does like really, really cute crop tops for working out, because when you work out, sometimes you get cold. This is what I do all the time. I tend to wear something oversized, like a long sleeve shirt. Something that I have, it's a little bit longer, so if I want to have more open toes, I don't really have that. I think they're the only ones who do that, and I would go for the brown if I would go for the brown Adenola leggings. Another one on my list is a new sweatpants and hoodie, something that is a little bit more fun. I actually got a set now from Arcade. I think I could actually take it off, and those colors would go perfectly with all the shoes I already have, so I don't have to look for another color. I really like black pieces, like black sweatpants and hoodies. Problem with them is lint, and they don't tend to last super long, especially trousers. Maybe hoodies are a little bit better. So something is a bit more vintagey with a little bit of print usually works better. On a documentary for Beckham, I think Victoria was wearing a very perfect black hoodie, but I don't know if it's her collection or it's a Reebok with her collaboration. I tend to not see them, like when I browse websites like Net-a-Porter. I don't see any like perfect black basic pieces that they sell, unfortunately, at the moment. Another one on my sports list is a new cool sneaker in a white or off-white or another off color. So the one that I like, I think the trend is coming to like really flat and slightly elevated sneaker, or like really classic plain without like oversized, like not like Balenciaga, not like Triple S, without you know, like too much padding. I know some people go for the on shoes are really big, like everybody has it in here in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Also, like a lot of people have them. I have not yet tried them. I think they're really cute as well. I just don't like all of their styles. I think they might be really comfy, but I don't particularly like the roundness on the bottom of the design. The one I really like for this season is on my list is the Autry sneaker. I haven't yet decided which color would be total white or maybe white with a little bit of brown. So it's slightly a bit like Isabel Marant slash Vija, or I heard Vija is not comfortable. So if you want to go for a sneaker, you need to go for leather, something that would really work for you and that would be comfortable. Because I like my Adidas sneaker, but it's kind of fine, but I think it's not like elegant enough. It's not like niche enough. I feel like everybody has it. So I don't know. I think I would really like to have something a bit more plain. Maybe I don't like the stripes. Something bothers me a little bit about them. With the sneaker that has like combination of colors like brown and white, it's usually more versatile than plain white. Plain white is going to be more edgy. You can wear it like for work, but I think it's, in my opinion, it's less versatile because you cannot pair it easily with the creams, with like some of the off colors, with the earthy colors, with the softer shades. Another sneaker that I really like, I'll show you the picture, is APL. I had it on my radar for a while. I wanted it in total white. It's like really flat sneaker. I think it's great for working out. It's great for if you do like dance kind of fitness or like some movement. It looks very soft. It's very elegant. Doesn't have any like logo or extra details. And I saw recently Sophia Richie was wearing one with it has a white and it's accented at the heel, and I really like the heel accent. I think it's something I'm missing in my sneaker. That's why I'm not 100% about Adidas Samba. That one is really cute. I think I'd like to check them out. I'm just not sure about the sizing because they come in American sizes, so have to be sure to get the right one. So the next category, okay, let's do kitchen. My kitchen items wish list. I basically have everything. I'm really happy. I'm a really happy person. I actually just like curate my life around things that I like, and you know, when I use something every day, I want to like it. And some things that I think I could have to add to that perfect curation is immersion blender. Of course, we had one before, but then later I purchased a big like stand mixer by KitchenAid. It actually can blend as well, but it just, you know, you have to put everything in it, and then you can blend it. You can make a soup and then you can empty it, but just like a little bit more hassle and wash up after such a simple procedure. And I decluttered our old brown blender. I didn't really like the design and we didn't really need it anymore. So I would like to have like more professional one, and the one that I researched to be really good is a Bamix brand. It's like a Swiss brand. I just have to double check that it will work with our plugs. So this was a little bit problematic. I ordered a KitchenAid immersion blender. I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this amazing soup today, and it didn't work for our plugs. It was really sad. It was a very beautiful, but it didn't work. So I had to send it back. Yeah, definitely I would have it in black. So I just want to have one that would last me 20, 30 years until I would be like a grandma. And another thing on my kitchen wish list is a Le Creuset frying pan in a green color and a medium size. I think the optimal size for the pans is about 26, and I think that would be very gorgeous, very glamorous to have. Of course, I have other things that I could use. I have a cast iron. So if you like the idea of cooking things in cast iron, it has a thick, you know, like bottom that for like any steak, for I think even like eggs or omelette, and has the coating that would make it easier to maintain, because normal cast iron just has a little bit of like care for it, and it's not always easy to maintain it, although like I now learned to manage it, so I think I'm okay, like I could use it. On the other hand, you cannot use it for probably pasta or risotto. It's not as easy to maneuver, and for risotto you'll probably need something with higher edges, so maybe, I don't know, I'll pass on that one at the moment. But for for easy cooking, for like if you're like single person or if you're a couple. I think it would be just like great for everyday use. Maybe I still need it. I don't know. I'll have to figure out if I can manage my like normal cast iron pan, because it does need a lot of care, unfortunately. Okay, let's jump onto beauty items. The beauty items that I have on my wish list is Victoria Beckham Kajal, and I have to find a picture for you to explain. One of my favorites are bronze for hazel eyes, olive, one of the shimmery ones. Let me check which ones as well. I quite like the copper and I quite like the bronze, but I bought the double pencil recently from Charlotte Tilbury that was copper, and I think I already have that one. So probably would go for olive or one of the golden ones, like bronze or maybe gold. I think I have similar coloring to Victoria Beckham, so just I need to see what kind of thing I like on her. Another item on my list is these palettes by Hourglass. I've never tried this brand, honestly, but I love the aesthetics of their packaging. Again, it's like with the perfume, you just like the packaging. It doesn't matter what product is inside, but I think the products are also going to be quite amazing. So they have this ambient lighting added palette, and it comes with the different packages. There's one with a snake and one with the jellyfish. I'm not sure which one yet. I really like the jellyfish. Before I liked the elephant one. I think it was last year's. They probably don't have it this year. Or I could go for snake because it's my Chinese calendar sign. For contour, I have on my list Westman Atelier. Never tried it yet. I'm not sure how to find the right shade when shopping online. Contour stick, because it seems to me that it's more solid. The ones that I've been using before are a little bit more creamy, and for me they're not easy to apply. So I think that would be such a great item to have. Yeah. That's pretty much it about beauty. I think I have everything else. I'm just such a happy person. I have everything I need. This is my perspective on things. So let's do jewelry next. For the jewelry, I also had a look of the things that I saved. Yeah, it would be nice to have them as a gift. I was looking into like dainty rings design, and at first I was looking at more like a wedding band design because I wanted to update my wedding band with something a bit more interesting. And I came across a designer, her name is Michelle O. I really liked her dainty rings design. I'll show you the pictures. They just like look very elegant, very like gorgeous and wearable every day, with the selection of stones. And I think I would go for the green or a brown stone, or maybe I would go for the white triangular stone because I really like triangles. You can also mix and match them. I think they are less than £300. I haven't actually checked the price, but they look like they're not going to be super expensive. And she also does really nice ring designs for more like diamond jewelry. Another brand that I found, I like the idea of a dainty ring with like multiple stones, but it has to be really thin, because I in the past had made like custom made a ring with existing stones, and I think they might be a little bit big, so I can't really wear it every day. It's an occasional piece, but for something that is everyday, I believe in the design. When the design is great, it could be worn, it could be really versatile. So this other brand is called Warden Jewelry, and I saved it. They have cute rings that is almost like eternity, but it is more flat, and the beadings, the stones look more like transparent. There's more accent on the stone than on the gold. This is something that I like. And another thing about jewelry, I really like this brand. I've been watching it for a couple of seasons now. It's a French brand. It's called Gigi Closeau. They are actually on Net-a-Porter, so I first saw it in there. And even at Net-a-Porter, they recommend you to go to their Instagram to see how you can style it. It's a very dainty necklace, just like a plain chain, but they add resin beadings to the chain in different colors, and you can customize them as well. On their website you can pick like one color, or I think you can do 2 colors, and then you can add charms to them. They look really lovely. Price is about £250 to £70. I think to make a great Christmas gift. The only thing to consider to get it in a right size. So I guess you'll just need to go on their own website and you can actually see how different sizes go and where do they end. Yeah. That's it about jewelry. About work, my work items that I'm considering for Christmas, for the holiday time. Well, it's not really like a wish list, it's an essential item, but you want to have a nice organizer. As much as I like Smith & organizers, I had them before, I think it's not worth, like, it's super expensive, although they are nice and soft. And Paper Chase closed their business. I used to have Paper Chase organizer. It was A5 size, but it could go to any of my handbags. You could roll it. I wanted to have it soft because it's easy for traveling. It's lightweight. You can take it anywhere with you. And I like the one that is dated because we always maneuver around, you know, holidays with our kids. So some of the dates are really set. So it's nice to always have that calendar on you. So I was looking for a replacement for that Paper Chase calendar that's not up. The best one that I found so far was a papier, and I saw some of my friends in England order them, and you can personalize them. They're really gorgeous. They're not super expensive. The one that I like, it also has the goals for the season, most important things to do for the month, for the week. I think it would be helpful to put things in one place, because sometimes, you know, like you put it on this paper and then you put it on that paper and then you can't find where it is. So to keep organized, I think it would be a great thing to have. Another thing that they have is a weekly organizer, and I like to have both. It actually helps me with my productivity. With a weekly organizer, you actually don't have to have it dated, because you usually go week by week. You just like go like, okay, this is a week number such and such, like October week 4, and then you would know which dates are the week, but you basically don't even have to know the exact dates. You just know that Monday you do this and Tuesday you do that, so it doesn't have to be dated, which is actually a great idea. I think they did some research on how people actually use the calendars to see which ones they should produce or not. They also do like mid-year calendars, like January to summer, and then July to the end of the year. And the one for the end of the year was actually sold out. But I think it's actually a great idea to have 2 calendars for the year, so you kind of like, when you finish one of them, you're gonna feel very accomplished, and you can actually maybe manage more projects this way. I think it might be really good for productivity. Ideally, you would have to order like once. You order like both of them, so you don't have to wait and worry that other one wouldn't come. Did we cover everything? Yeah, I think we did. I hope you loved this video. I hope it was entertaining enough for you to watch. I'll insert loads of pictures to support things that I loved. Are they going to be all listed on my website in a gift section? I think it's just like easiest way to browse them, because from the links you can't really see them. I'm a kind of visual person, so that's why I wanted to create this for myself and for people who also think like me. Please like this video, and please give me some of your ideas from your Christmas holiday wish list of what would you like to have for the season. I would really love to hear, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.